let's take a look and do a quick overview of a continuous delivery project. This project is actually a very simple one. It's called Trail Status API. It builds continuously an API. So let's take a look before we understand what's going on here. Let's take a look at the commits. You can see there's 472 commits. Do you see sort of like a pattern here? 3 minutes ago, 38 minutes ago, 1 hour, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. So there's a pattern here. So all of these are automatically done, automatically generated. So one of the components for this specific project is that the commits are happening at a given interval. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a requirement for having a continuous delivery project. However, the requirements of this repository of this application that is going to be continuously delivered requires that to be happening. So let's take a quick look. So this is actually a trail status API. So this is actually requesting. So let's take a look at parse.py. It's a Python file. So it is actually going through a website, which is this one right here. And in that website, it actually makes a request. It does some parsing. It uses, unfortunately, some regular expression here that's good enough for what it tries to do, and it tries to determine what is the status. So perfect, it parses some HTML and it builds a JSON file. So you can see here that right here is where the JSON file is created. The specifics of how this is happening is not that important. The important thing is that this is happening at a given interval. So let's just go to take a look at not the actions, but actually the workflow file. So the workflow file will show you here in status.yaml that this is running at an interval. Now, what is going on here is that what's happening is that Python parse.py is being called, and then it's doing an automatic commit. And you can see here it sets the username, the email, and then it says generated. So that's all good. How is this a continuous delivery project or like something that is continuous delivery? Well, commits are happening, but what about the deployment? Well, this is actually deployed because behind the scenes, it is also a website that is taking advantage of an action. So I'm going to show you here. You can see the action is called run parse.py and commit index.json, which is this one right here. But although I didn't define a YAML file, there is a pages build deployment. What that means is that this is actually creating a website. And this website will actually build this repository and deploy it to this website right here, which is my username.github.io and the name of the repository. So if I click here, and this will basically, I'm going to zoom in here. This is the website. And you can see here, this is an actual website. It is alfredodesa.github.io, Trail Status API. Now, the interesting part of this is that if I go here, go back to the API, the repository, there is this index.json. So that means that if I go here and I go to the URL and put index.json and I hit return, you will see that this is actually the output from the Python file. So what are some of the components that are happening here? First, it's that this is getting the commits automatically generated, but every single time that there is a commit, something changes. Why is that something that is changing? Well, this is getting generated. It is the website, and it's uploading and making this JSON endpoint of this website have the contents that are automatically generated. So that is what a continuous delivery project might look like. Other continuous delivery projects might have other different components. Some may containerize something, deploy a different type of website, deploy a database or some other type of endpoint. But in essence, there's some automation behind the scenes that continuously is creating some sort of a new version and deploying that version and making it available publicly.